we have sessions mainly on pest and disease management, inputs on pest and disease management and bioresource center and seed management. These are the main inputs today. And this ecological management of pests and diseases, Dr. Venkatraman sir is here. Basically, he is an entomologist and having almost 25 years of experience in teaching and as a professor and government. He worked in the government departments and he is serving in NGOs also. And he is having a lot of experience on this natural farming. And he did his work in the NC. He is also a member in the NCNF and WASSAN also. And he has worked in presently also he is working in Andhra Pradesh government and Jharkhand, Orissa and different states also he is working on natural farming, particularly on pest and diseases management he is focusing on. And today he is going to share about ecological management of pests and diseases. Dr. Venkatraman sir is going to share with us. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Within short notice also you accepted our invitation and joined this program. Thank you so much.
We are going to discuss about the plant production concept of the natural farming. We should understand the first natural farming concept. Then we can focus on the plant production, managing the pest and managing the disease. All this. In natural farming or agroecology, we manage crop ecosystem. If the crop ecosystem is healthy, naturally we can control pest and diseases. That's why we give more emphasis on crop ecosystem, crop biodiversity, and maintaining all kinds of the crops, including all kinds of the animals, including microbes. So here soil health is very, very important. Yesterday you might have discussed about the soil health. Soil health is why soil health is important. Soil health makes the plant health, create the healthy crop, so that it will produce healthy food, okay, which is a requirement for the family and society. And further, they create a healthy soil. It is a cycle. Okay. After that, we are going to discuss about the agro biodiversity. In natural farming, we are giving importance to the both below ground and above ground biodiversity. Above ground biodiversity, we are managing with crops, okay, beneficial insects and pollinators, okay, as well as pests. We don't want to completely eliminate the pests. Okay, we want to minimize their number, minimize limit to their particular limit to below threshold level. Okay, and we are also allowing all the animals, birds, other animals, not grazers, but birds. Okay, and here below ground biodiversity, coming to the below ground biodiversity, microbes play very, very important role in soil nutrient management, and also they play very important role in the plant immunity. And nematodes, insects, earthworms, and rodents, all these are part of the below ground biodiversity. We are not going to discuss about these in detail. I am passing this slide. This is also very important. It is a big subject. Plant immunity is a big subject. We are not going to discuss about the plant immunity right now. And just to, for understanding purpose, I am projecting this slide. How the soil microbes are very crucial in creating providing immunity. Okay, inducing the immunity in plants. This slide shows about the immunity in rice plants. Okay, you can understand the induced systemic resistance in plants by presence of the some PGP, plant growth promoting bacteria. Okay, and we are just now going to insect pests and management approaches in natural farming. We are just will discuss about this. And coming to the pests, we have to understand the life cycles of the pests first, and what are the critical stages of the pest, the damaging stage. We have to understand that stage and control accordingly. In sucking pest, adult is very important in uh, because the adult sucks the plants up from the plants. Okay, these are the few important sucking pests: whitefly, thrips, jassids, aphids. Okay, these are very common sucking pests in almost all major pests on almost all crops. And coming to the leptopteran pest, these there are. I'm giving few examples here: tobacco cutworm, American bollworm, and pink bollworm. Pink bollworm is major pest on the cotton, and these are polypagous pests. First one and tobacco cutworm and American bollworm are polypagous pests, and the damaging stage is larval stage, and we need to control the larval stage. And here we have to understand the one concept that before egg laying we have to control the pest. We have to understand the life cycle and keep a surveillance protocols, pheromone traps, and other methods to estimate the number of adults, so that we can initiate the prophylactic measures like spraying of botanical concoctions before laying the eggs, so that we can prevent the egg laying and prevent the hatching of eggs. If at all there are a larval population is appeared on the crop, we have to spray some concoctions based on the population. Okay, insect pest management approach. These are the important approaches. There are two types of approaches: preventive approach and curative. In natural farming, almost all 90% approaches are preventive approaches. Okay, first is we have to treat the seed with the Bijamrut. Seed treatment is very important in the natural farming, so that all seed-borne pathogens and seed-borne eggs, whatever seed-borne disease and pests are, we can eliminate by seed treatment. Okay, this is mandatory. This is must and should practice in natural farming. And another is spraying of Panchagavya. It is optional. Actually, spraying of Panchagavya is optional because this is both growth promoter as well as the it gives resistance to plant, so that we can recommend farmers. We can afford the Panchagavya because it is the cost. The cost is more. We generally do not recommend farmers to buy or prepare a Panchagavya. Okay, who are having the cows, they can prepare, and who are having some money, they can purchase from market. And another important aspect of the pest management natural farming is push-pull strategy by crop diversity. Why we are maintaining the crop diversity? Here we are all we are planning to control pest and disease by planting border crops, by planting trap crops, and also maintaining the intercrops. Okay, here because of the presence of the various crops species, some plants attract the natural enemies, and some plants repel the pests. So that is called a push-pull strategy. Due to the presence of all kinds of the plants in the field, there is a ecological balance. So all the friendly insects and friendly insects are natural enemies, and pests become equal. Whenever their number is equal, there won't be problem in crop damage. So that we have to one important aspect is we have to increase the number of natural enemies, predators and parasites. So that automatically pest population will be under control. Next is maintaining the border crops, crop traps, and whenever necessary, we have to install yellow, white, blue sticky plates and light traps, pheromone traps, bird cages. This is need-based approach. Whenever necessary, we have to install these. Not always, okay. Depending on the situation, if the pest population is more, farmer want to give importance to the pest plant production. We usually recommend these practices. And coming to the curative practices, curative approaches, spraying of Neemastra, Agniastra, Brahmastra, Dashparni concoctions are essential. It is depending on the stage of the insect and type of the insect. Okay. Earlier we discussed about the type of insect, sucking pest, lepidopter, bollworms, stem borers, like this. Depending on the pest, we have to spray the concoctions. Here, Neemastra, we are going to discuss one by one. First, seed treatment with the Bijamruta. Coming to the uses of benefits and uses of the Bijamruta, why this treatment is important? It kills the disease-causing spores of seed-borne diseases and kills all insect eggs associated with the seeds. Induce germination and terminates the hibernation. It promotes the uniform germination, and so that we can expect the healthy crop. Okay. Neemastra is first basic after seed treatment with Bijamruta. Spraying of Neemastra is essential. This act as both prophylactic and as well as curative. Okay. Whenever we see the some pest population, we can spray the Neemastra as a prophylactic, so that we can prevent the egg laying, and so that we can prevent the egg hatching by spraying this Neemastra, because it prevents the hatching of the eggs. So that this Neemastra is very, very important. Okay, usually we recommend farmers to spray Neemastra at every 15-20 days interval. Nothing wrong. It will not damage any crop.
So it is in the standing. It is in the standing crop, sir. Okay.
Yes, standing crop.
Yes.
Standing crop. Whenever pest is there is in anticipation of the pest attack, we can spray Neemastra.
Sir,
Okay.
Sir,
it's usually
if fresh
recommended
leaves are
that
available, then we can use the neem kernels or not?
No, not kernels are not necessary here. Neemastra is made up of neem leaf and
Sir,
tender
if
stems.
neem leaves are not available, then what can a farmer do?
the neem kernel
Okay.
stands.
Yeah, if neem trees are available, fresh neem leaves are available, they can go for the neem oil or neem seed kernel extract, NSK.
Okay.
That is.
And sir, one more problem, that everywhere the desi cow is not available. It's preferably is a desi cow. It's fine. But if not available, then farmer can go for the hybrid varieties of the cows.
Yes, in case we don't find any deshi cow, you can select any Jersey or Holstein, HF, whatever available cow.
Mixed breed.
Yeah, that is allowed. That is allowed. But first preference should be given to deshi cow.
Yeah, sir. I accept it, because in the Punjab region, desi cows are very less. So if we purely go for the desi cows, then 50% the farmers are at least 50 to 70% farmers go out.
Sir, whether its effectiveness depends upon the cows, breed of the cows.
Sir, I think it depends upon both the feed they are given and the this species also, sir. Feed is very important. If they are given more of green feed, you see, it is good. If they are given only this factory-made feed, then I think it is not advisable.
Deshi cow.
This point is debatable, but we should not go into that. I think any cow urine can be permittable, because there are analytic
What I am
reports.
sharing is was shared to me by IIFSR only. So I'm just repeating that, sir.
Because Desi cow has its own advantages in the presence of various nutrients, various microbes. That's why in other cows and other ruminants, these are not available in because we have so much of data, research data. Okay, and that's why we are preparing.
What they are asking, if there is no also they can use, and other cow urine also they can use, na?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
No problem. That's okay. That's no problem, sir. But there is a little bit what he's saying that depends upon the microbes. A little bit changes will be there, but there is no harm in it. You can use it.
Yeah, the preparation method is very simple. We have to grind the leaves. Should not bother about the making fine paste. But kacha pacha, just grind it roughly. Take एक ड्रम में पूरा सोक करना है. इसके बाद इसको हमेशा स्टीर करते रहना है. Okay, we have to keep it for at least 2 days, so that इसमें से पूरा chemical extraction पानी में आ जाना है. Okay, and इसको one care must be taken, that is we should not expose to this demost to the sunlight. Okay, shade में रखना, हमेशा shade में रखना है. इसके बाद we can use it for 6 months period. Okay, and this is very useful for the sucking pest, all sucking pests, for control, for the controlling of the sucking pest.
Whether it should be added with water with certain quantity, or directly spray with the concentrate.
Need not to dilute, because you can spray it directly without any dilution.
Sir, one small point. See, IIHR has come out with this neem seed powder, and we also have got pellet formation, and that is available in the market. So even pellets, you can put it overnight and soak it, and then I think the same instead of that neem, both oil, leaf, and all. What is your opinion, sir? This neem seed pellets are available commercially, and we ask farmers to soak it in overnight, and then afterwards they filter it, and that extract is also used, Venkatraman garu.
No issue, sir. Whatever it may be, whether it is a fresh leaves or stored in the form of the pellets or kernel or extracted oil, whatever. What we have to use the neem. Nimbicidin, other directin, these are chemicals present in this neem tree. We have to utilize them properly for the controlling of pests. Okay.
And sir, regarding the Desi cow versus other cow, you see, once when it is acclimatized to a particular local area, I think the gut microflora and even the mesum, abomesum, all the 4 chambers of the stomach would have got enough microflora of the local area, and that acclimatization should not be a problem rather than the breed of the cow. What is your opinion, sir?
Yeah. Because I don't know much about this, because cow ruminates, there may be so many physiological or biochemical changes in
because the National Institute of Animal Nutrition at Bangalore, they have got enough research studies. See, unless you do stall feeding, because Holstein Friesian and all this kernel in and around, they do stall feeding. But suppose if a cow is able to go outside and do a little bit of grazing, it picks up that micro flora and fauna for the gut and both the stomach. So that is what, but I don't know, pure stall feeding, there may not be many big dairies like that. But the moment it goes out for grazing, it picks up the microflora.
Yes, compared to the stall open grazing, open grazing has advantage always.
Correct.
Venkata, my opinion is that I think Desi word is used just for the essence of natural farming. We are together here for natural farming. So if we use the cow dung or urine of breeds, hybrid, means that foreign breed or Desi breed which is made through hybrid, just like our hybrid vegetables. Desi or indigenous paddy, vegetables, pulses, oilseeds varieties are there. there are also available hybrids, mustard, hybrids, paddy, hybrids, vegetable. So natural farming means, I think, including of crops, our livestock, fishery, everything. So everywhere, if it is possible, if it is available, natural resource is available in their village or in this locality, site specific, then that should be used. I think essence is like that.
Yes, sir. Very good discussion actually. Why we always prefer the desi cow, desi seeds, desi varieties? Because there is a long term association between the microbes and the plant species and animal species. In case of the hybrids, this association is not happening. That's why we are giving preference to the desi cow or desi varieties. That is the only reason. Okay,
Right.
preparation method. You might have understood this preparation method of Nemastra and how it is useful for the controlling of the sucking pest and all small ages of the caterpillars. Yeah, this act as an antioxidant and ovicidal. Okay, and Agniastram. Agniastram we need neem leaves, okay, and tobacco powder, red chili powder, garlic paste. And there is another controversy regarding the tobacco powder. We should not bother about the this controversy. In case we don't want to use the tobacco powder, you can avoid it, but it has the powerful insecticidal property, tobacco. That's why we prefer tobacco powder. Okay, in case of organic farming, in organic farming certification, that this become a problem using the tobacco. Red chili and garlic paste has strong botanicals. That's why we prefer red chili and garlic paste. Together we can prepare a Agniastram because it is a powerful botanical concoction. This is we can control many bollworms, big size caterpillars. Okay, many pests by using this Agniastram because this is another step. If we cannot control the pest by using the Neemastram and we can go for the Agniastram. Okay, coming to the Brahmastra, Deshi cow urine 20 liters, neem leaves 2 kg, Pongamia leaves 2 kg, custard apple leaves 2 kg, castor leaves 2 kg, Datura leaves 2 kg. Okay, there are various plant species we are selecting various plant species for preparation of the Brahmastra, so that many it is a cocktail concoction or botanical okay for effective control of the pest. Preparation method पूरा leaves को हम एक चटनी जैसा बनाना है. We have to make them like a chutney, fine paste, but you should not use grinders. Okay, mechanic, electric grinders. Okay, manually prepare करना है. All the ingredients to well in boil solution. We have to boil these ingredients just like a Agniastra, and we can store it for 6 months here. Okay, this is effective. 5% dilution से use करना है here. Should not use concentrated form use नहीं करना है. क्यों बोले तो अगर phytotoxic बन जाता है. Okay, dilution में use करना है. 5% Brahmastra, use 5% Brahmastra on sucking pest, caterpillar, thrips. Okay, and next is Dashparni. Dashparni is a very ज़्यादा इसमें ज़्यादा रहेगा. अग्नियास्त्र और ब्रह्मास्त्र से ज़्यादा बॉटनिकल इसमें ऐड होगा. Why we are selecting this Dashparni? Many botanicals are used. Water 200. We have to take 200 liters of water. Deshi cow 10 liters. Deshi dung 2 kgs, and take 10 types of leaves. नीचे एक मैं लिस्ट दे रहा हूँ, ये लिस्ट से आप वी नीड टू सिलेक्ट 10 टाइप्स ऑफ प्लांट्स. ओके, ये है लिस्ट. ये लिस्ट से वी कैन सिलेक्ट बेस्ड ऑन द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द प्लांट स्पीसीज. ओके, हमारा आजू बाजू में नेबरहुड में जो कुछ मिलेगा वो इसको सिलेक्ट करना है, लीव्स को, और प्रिपेयर करना है. दशपर्णी के लिए नीम लीव्स, अनोना, दतूरा, वाइटेक्स, ओके, मैंगो, कैसिया, ज्यादा whatever these are all available in the villages. Okay, we can select based on the available. And preparation method, यहाँ देखे तो first take the grounded leaves of the 10 types. पहला 10 leaves को 10 types of leaves को हम वाटर में मिक्स करना है. सोक देम इन ओवरनाइट, पूरा रात भर हम इसको सोक करना है. नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग मिक्स ग्राउंडेड बेसिल लीव्स, ग्राउंडेड मैरीगोल्ड लीव्स, टर्मरिक पाउडर, जिंजर पाउडर, टोबैको पाउडर, ग्रीन चिली पेस्ट, गार्लिक पेस्ट, इसको ऐड करना है. बाद में पूरा इसको हिलाना है, स्टिर करना है, और कीप द सॉल्यूशन इन शेड फॉर 40 days. Keep stirring every 12 hours per minute. We can use it for the 40 days. ऐसा we can store it for 40 days. 40 days बाद ऐसा अच्छा प्रिपरेशन बनेगा. एंड सेल्फ लाइफ पीरियड इज 6 months. ये दशपर्णी 4% और 5% डाइल्यूशन में यूज कर सकते हैं. ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ पेस्ट, बिकॉज दिस कंसिस्ट major all important plant species. That's why we can use it for all kinds of pests. Okay, dashparn is very मतलब all in one. Okay, broad spectrum बोलते हैं ना, broad spectrum ऐसा कह सकते हैं dashparn. Crop diseases and management options next form. Coming to the diseases, we can understand the type, majorly 3 types of diseases: bacterial diseases, fungal diseases, and viral diseases. Okay, these are the some. I'm giving the examples of the diseases here: alternator leaf spot, trickle leaf spot, powdery mildew, and viral diseases. These are some important viral diseases and bacterial diseases. Okay, coming to disease management approaches, similar to pest management, we have to go for preventive measures. Okay, instead of spraying all the botanicals directly, we need to opt for preventive measures. Pahla, selection of the healthy seeds, that is very important. Healthy seeds and disease resistant varieties को select करना है. इसके बाद seed treatment जरूरी है. एंड एडजस्टिंग द सोइंग टाइम, डिसीज का इंसिडेंस कब होता है, कौन सा सीजन में डिसीज ज्यादा नुकसान होता है, इसको थोड़ा डेटिंग मतलब सोइंग टाइम को एडजस्ट करना है. क्रॉप डाइवर्सिटी विथ बॉर्डर क्रॉप्स एंड इंटर क्रॉप्स इज वेरी वेरी एसेंशियल इन कंट्रोलिंग ऑफ द डिसीजेस. Okay, mulching is also important so that we can prevent the soil-borne diseases. And frequent sprinkling of Dravajivamrita and mulch material as to increase the diversity of number of useful bacteria. Okay, in soil there are many useful bacteria and also harmful bacteria. These useful bacteria stimulate the resistance in the plant so that it can withstand any type of diseases. Okay, that's why presence of the microbial population, microbial diversity in the soil is very very important in the natural farming. Okay, and coming to the curative measures, spraying of sour buttermilk and dry ginger, shown to our milk solution spray karna, और एक sour buttermilk. Okay, these are the 2 options available with us in natural farming for the management of diseases. Okay, कैसे prepare करना sour buttermilk? Very simple. इसको खट्टा बनाना मतलब ज्यादा दिन रखना है 3 to 5 days बटर मिल्क को ऐसे रखे तो इसको बहुत स्टोर बनेगा. We can dilute it and use it for disease control. The shelf life period is 3 days. Work against all diseases.
डाइल्यूशन कितनी है सर?
Dilution मतलब dilution देखो water 200 liters. We are taking 200 liters. एक एकड़ के लिए 200 liters is enough. Here we are taking 2 liters of the milk curd. दही को हम 6 liters दही we are diluting in 200 liters directly. Okay, 200 liters में butter milk बन जाता है. It is in the dilution form. Need not dilute again. Okay, coming to the dry ginger and cow milk solution is shown to मिल्क को हम ऐसे कैसे प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं. वाटर 2 लीटर और जिंजर पाउडर 200 ग्राम्स, देशी काऊ मिल्क 2 लीटर्स. इसको हम take the ginger powder and mix it in the water, boil the solution till it becomes half by volume and let it cool. Okay, take desi cow milk in a bowl and boil it and remove the cream. इसको ऊपर वाला मलाई निकालना है. Let it cool. Mix both solution and stir it well with stick से mix करना है. After 2 hours you can use it for disease control. The shelf life is 48 hours. 2 दिन रख सकते हैं. Work against diseases. Spray 5% dilution. Here we have to make dilution. Infected part. जहाँ disease infect parts है वहाँ spray कर सकते हैं. This is a brief about the pest control. Now you can ask questions. Yeah, why we are not focusing about the concoctions, pest control? Because natural farming is natural farming. That's all. All pest and disease should be controlled naturally without any human effort. That's why we are not giving much focus on the external inputs, spraying concoctions, botanical. These spraying and preparation of the concoctions and solutions is the last effort. जैसा हम इंटीग्रेटेड पेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में लास्ट एफर्ट तो केमिकल यूज करते हैं ना, जैसे नेचुरल फार्मिंग में लास्ट एफर्ट हमारा कंकाक्शन होगा. पूरा का पूरा प्रोफाइलैक्टिक हमारा क्रॉपिंग सिस्टम, मेंटेनिंग द क्रॉप इकोसिस्टम इज वेरी वेरी एसेंशियल विदाउट एनी एक्सटर्नल इनपुट्स.
Yes, sir.
Border crops, trap crops, intercrops, these automatically this crop ecosystem controls the pest because of the presence of the natural enemies, because of presence of the useful bacteria, because of presence of the humic contents in the soil. Okay, these are very very important.
Sir, we were asked to use only plastic drums and storage bins, not metal bins. So, but you are saying that we can use metal bins also. So please just help me to remove the confusion. Because at IIFSR we were told that never use metal bins or metal drums, only use plastic drums.
देखो प्लास्टिक आजकल प्लास्टिक का हो रहा है ना, don't use plastic. And we see in plastic or metal, we prefer the earthen pots in natural farming. Okay, earthen pots or cement pots are preferred for preparation of the concoction. For boiling purpose, we should use the earthen pots. Okay, for storing cement tanks, it's not available. Farmers are advised to use plastic drums.
Natural farming package of practices. Whenever we have chemical farming type, we doesn't have any package of practices for natural farming.
That's what I'm telling
And
you.
those things we have to do it. We means as a research institutions, we have to do it. We have to develop those kinds of practices for which we have to do some activities, some implementation of this natural farming at our own fields. it will take nearly 4-5 years or 6 years to finalize the package of practices by the research institutions. And
Madam, it is going to take 4 or 5 years.
one more point, sir. Just one, I'll complete. And presently, we have community validated package of practices are there. What here they are saying, these are all community validated, not by research institutions validated. But all these research institutions, community validated package of practices, we have to see, these research institutions has to see this one and they have to validate, is it useful for that particular area or it can be upscale or not. Because already community are using that package of practices, what they have done, what they are doing. See, there is no exact package of practices in the, for any activity, any crop also in with us now. See, that's why we have to listen something from community validated package of practices, and based on that research institutions like see here also some research institutions are there, and we can concentrate these research institutions how we can develop this package of practices for the particular commodity. Is it okay, sir?
हम लोगों ने कभी ग्लोरीफाई नहीं किया अपने एंशियंट्स के रिसर्च को. एवरीथिंग हैज बीन वेल डॉक्यूमेंटेड इन वृक्षायुर्वेदा, एंड एज आवर ब्रदर Sadarji was saying that it is well written in the Guru Nanak Sahib. So those social activists, they have done work and they are disseminating the knowledge accordingly. So it is really, I am really sorry to know कि हमने अपनी चीजों को कभी glorify नहीं किया. Everything has been written in Vrakshayurveda. The plants have been identified, have been mentioned, and have been experimented by some of the interested researchers also. Dr. Y.L. Nene, globally known researcher, he has done a lot in plant protection. Let we see his writings, his documents. He has published, he has done many work, and I have supplied all the things to manage. On the request of manage, I have our director research from GB Pant University Agriculture and Technology. He has supplied all the documents and the work which we are doing right now on the Vrakshayurveda. We have supplied to, we have already provided to manage on their request. So my humble request is kindly go through the Vrakshayurveda, particularly for plant protection. Dr. Nane's work should be looked into, practiced, and it should be disseminated among scholars. I am really sorry that our scholars have, they don't have any time. Dr. Nane has mentioned कि अभी हम लोग को जब वेस्टर्नर्स करेंगे तब हम फॉलो करेंगे. उन्होंने पूरा लिखा है, डॉक्टर नैने को पढ़ने की जरूरत है. एंड जो हमने जितने भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स मैनेज को दिए हैं, काइंडली गो थ्रू. और इट इज रियली गुड कि मैं बता पा रही हूँ कि वृक्षायुर्वेद को देखें सब लोग, और उसमें सब कुछ प्लांट प्रोटेक्शन खास तौर से. It is so beautifully explained.
I have gone through the Y.L. Nene papers, madam. It's true. He has clearly given a conclusion also for different pesticides and control.
Yes.
Through the, I have gone through, madam, and I have witnessed. I have a papers also along with me. Myself, Hemsundar from Vijayanagaram, agriculture officer, and I have gone through Vriksha Ayurveda also, madam. It's a clearly plant pathological evidences are there with control of botanical extract. There is a
not only botanical extract, the use of milk. The use of milk is beautifully explained. Beautifully explained in Ayurveda.
Renuka madam, I had a chat with our scientists at IAHR, and these experiments are done. And all the neem products and Dasparani and all, they are highly biodegradable and they are highly photosensitive. The moment light falls on them, they degrade within 2 to 3 days as compared to the other pesticides. So it is safe. See, even when they are spraying of Dasparani or Panchagavya is there, the efficacy is only 6 hours. You have to spray within 6 to 12 hours of the things. The later you spray, the effectiveness is not there. So the question which was raised by our other person, that it is biodegradable, yes, it is highly biodegradable. Within 2 to 3 days, it biodegrades. So absolutely, we have data also from IAHR, and we will also give you the data apart from giving you the other numbers. So absolutely, that point is clarified. Just now I had a chat with our scientists.
I worked for 5 years in the Central Research Institute of Dryland Agriculture, which is ICR University in Hyderabad. I worked exclusively on the botanical pesticides during the 1998 to 2003 time, 20 years back. And we have published so many research papers in peer-reviewed journals. Okay, and besides our publications, I have collection of the many publications regarding the botanical pesticides. Whatever I mentioned in the presentation, every botanical has a scientific validation. Okay, without any scientific validation, we cannot recommend. Okay, all these are scientifically validated and published in a journal, and these are botanical pesticides having the chemical constituents अच्छा है, इसका biodegradable भी study किया हुआ है. Everything is documented, and this whatever we are presenting in this community approved, community से approve हो गया. मतलब years together they practiced and they approved, because once farmer is accepted and approved, that is the science. That is the science. If farmer is rejected, that is not science. Okay, we have to consider the farmer as a scientist first. We should not ignore farmer, farmer's experience, farmer's opinion. If farmer is accepting one thing, we have to accept his that is working. Okay, thank you very much, madam.